It's high noon. I mean,
Maybe
no.
It's midnight.
It's the other high noon.
Sorry.
Sorry, wrong time
It's
of day.
midnight.
I didn't
Sorry.
expect the correction.
No, in all honesty, it doesn't work. I just was trying to go with something because the title of this episode, The Gunslinger.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out where that came from.
I was also sitting here like, are you okay?
No, I'm having what? Huh?
Don't do that. It made me think I was having the stroke.
What? Huh?
Oh, God. Help.
I am not getting in this.
You honestly, you remind me of that little girl with the wasabi. Help!
I forgot about that video. Have I showed you that?
Yes, you have.
She's like, you want it?
Uh-huh.
You want to try it? Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna try it. And then she goes, help.
It's so cute, but so terrifying. Because she's just like, oh, I have made a terrible mistake. Help!
It hurts.
It hurts a lot. Jesus.
And then there's, the comments, that's child abuse. And I'm like,
Just shut the fuck
Bullshit.
up.
someone told me I
oh,
had abused
child
Skylar from
abuse.
letting her bite into a lemon when she was a toddler. Like,
What?
that is part of raising a child. You let them try the lemon.
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, kids are silly.
Some children are
if
gonna
it had
love
been
that
child
shit,
abuse, she wouldn't have started laughing and went back again after she got over the initial shock. Like, they go for the second bite. Kids always do. Because they're like, that was weird. I'm going to do it again. Like,
I don't know what would inspired me to say, it's high noon, other than the fact that the episode title is A Gunslinger.
I just thought of something that's like, if you can give it to animals, which you can, like my friend's pet, which I don't really talk about much because it's not really a legal pet, but he's funny because he likes sour stuff. And he'll lick it and stuff, and he'll bite on it, and he'll be like, but they don't go back for more.
It's just like a cat. Whenever a cat experiences brain freeze,
Yeah.
You ever seen those videos? They're like licking, and all of a sudden they just go. It's like they have a momentary derp moment.
now I have to draw a baby Yoda trying a lemon slice for the first time.
He'll just be like,
That would be cute.
If I get this done before it comes out, I'll send it to you.
yeah, his
I might
face,
work on this tomorrow.
his face will be so precious.
I'm going to draw this, like, tomorrow.
You have a few weeks.
And
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Okay, sounds good. And you know what else sounds good? Starting this
If
episode.
it's not posted here, it's because I couldn't get happy with it.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
It's not that they didn't draw it; it's that they drew it and they hated it, so they burned it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, it's
We
an
will see.
iPad, so I didn't burn it.
Yeah, they did. Just press the button.
Okay, pressing button.
Laser's already firing.
Yeehaw!
The child. Is this normal? Probably getting used to it at this point.
His dad has, like, a helmet on.
Oh, it's just his face.
He's gonna have severe, connection anxiety.
My dad's face is metal.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Yeah, about that.
That's my line.
It's weird how his mask just suddenly came off for him to be like, when he had that mask on before.
The cool mask too.
The Gunslinger.
When I hear Gunslinger, I think of Destiny.
By the way, I found out who does the music for this series. Ludwig Göransson, who also did the music for Black Panther.
I could see that really distinct score as you first see Wakanda.
Yeah. Which, actually, it's hilarious for me. It's like, Black Panther prided itself on being moved by all black, made by black people, black this, black, and all the music's made by a white dude from Sweden. I just found that friggin' hilarious.
Good music.
No, it's great music. if a man's good at if someone's good at making the music, I don't think it should matter. I think if it speaks to you, then hey, let it be.
This is Mos Eisley Tower. We're tracking you.
Tatooine.
3-5. Over.
Copy that. Locked in for 3-5.
My boy heading to Tatooine.
Your ship's seen better days.
I've seen better days than Star of Minute plays. I've seen better days than the bomb dioxide.
Looking at that ship more, that design really is not far from if Serenity had a love child with the Slave One.
The pop droids.
They're cute.
I like them. Don't touch my ship.
This is the eccentric character I remembered.
You'll pay for it.
Do you think Womp Rat's above or below Nerf Herder?
Below. Because Womp Rats, Luke said himself, it's like, he used to shoot Womp Rats with his rifle. I was like, yes. When I saw this shot in the trailer, I knew, I was like, yeah, this is going to be good. Because
It wasn't his rifle, it was his ship.
I'm in.
How does he not trip? I swear he's walking on that thing all the time.
must be at like the perfect height. Oh.
He's like, hi.
Hello.
Helly, take a good look at you.
This music.
Go. Okay. That's just something to eat. Quick. I don't know. Something with bones in it. Now here's the
See, he
plan.
does have a tooth. At least some on the
I'm
bottom.
going to look after you until the Mandalorian gets back. And then I'm going to charge him extra.
It is at least
for watching
an omnivore, if not a carnivore.
Aww.
I still say it's a good idea to leave the kid in the ship. Like, whenever you know there's bounty.
Does this
tracking
place
him.
look familiar? Only thing it's missing is the Cantina band.
Sitting there the same way Han was, too.
Meet me at Hangar 3-5 in half an hour. Bring 2 speeder bikes. And give me the tracking fob.
Well. Oops.
Don't worry. Got it all memorized.
Half an hour.
Looks like you're stuck with me now,
Now he
partner.
needs him.
Where is he?
Quiet! Oh, it's okay. You won't get up.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Guess I was right. You got a job, didn't you?
It kind of bugs me. All he did was like lay his bag on the bike.
Oh, he strapped it in.
I hope so.
Yeah, it showed him like tying it down a little bit. You know, the stereotypical thing to play here would be Born to Be Wild, but nah. I think we're beyond that.
And now we don't have to get shot for the next mile. Isn't it great?
Oh, and now the Sand People are, you know. To me, that sort of does good to, like, clarify, you know, Tusken Raiders, because Tusken Raiders were always seen as, like, an obstacle, and there was nothing to really, like,
I kind of thought
humanize
thought
them.
as them as like wild, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, they make
They wouldn't
donkey
talk to people
sounds.
or anything.
Is
not
it
her.
her? She dead?
It's another bounty hunter.
Hey, I hope you don't plan on keeping all that stuff for yourself. Can I at least have that blaster?
Get down!
Oh!
Bando!
Right in the Besker.
Damn.
You take the first
I've
watch.
also seen episode 3.
Stay low.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
There's so many cool helmets in Star Wars.
That
Alright, suns are down. Time to ride, Mando.
Such a cool.
Look at that dark scenery.
They shot this in.
Could take notes.
Well, they actually shot this, I think, in S-Log, which means that they're able to like lay stuff over top of it. They're actually able to lay like layers of stuff on top of it and make it look dark.
Such a cool setup for an action scene.
Yes. Ow. Ow.
This is the new one.
It's fine. Just has more character now. The first time I watched this episode, I thought he put a lot of trust in the boy, but it just now occurs to me that he picked up another fob for her from the other guy. So even if he ran off with her.
Your name will be legendary.
Don't take the bait, kid.
I mean, she's not wrong.
No, she's not, but at the same time, better the devil you know than the one you don't.
Shooting someone in handcuffs is pretty low.
That's good advice.
Don't worry. He scavenged enough off that guy to cover everything.
Yeah, it's gonna cover you.
He just pulled the money pouch off that guy and was just like, "Oh, you won't be needing this anymore."
Let's drag this out of here.
So I guess he did get paid early.
I don't know. Drag it to Beggar's
I mean,
Canyon.
that kid clearly had a decent chunk of money.
Yeah.
He told him to go get speeders, he had speeders.
Yeah.
Alright, we're caught up to everything I've seen now.
Well, that's a good thing. Which means from here on out, both of y'all are in the blind.
And we have one more recording session.
Yes. Uno mas.
I thought about watching some more episodes. Fortunately, I have too many other things to really pay much attention.
Ah, yes.
Bounties are still worth something dead. I don't know why he didn't just keep her.
Kind of forgot about that.
Yeah. The character, or that character, he's...
We like us some concept art around here.
Oh yeah, I'm loving the concept art. Yeah, he comes to Tatooine. I mean, Tatooine's one of the most like famous planets in all of the like Star Wars. I mean, it's Luke Skywalker's home planet. Ming-Na. Okay, I thought I knew her. Ming-Na. She's she was the original voice of Mulan. And Jack Cannavale, I think that's Bobby Cannavale's like brother. Bobby Cannavale, he's like, you all remember Ant-Man?
Yeah.
You remember the stepdad, who was the cop?
Yeah, actually.
That, the one who, was trying to impress like Ant-Man's daughter. Trying to be a good cop and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's his brother. But Ming-Na, I mean. Gosh, I remember her, and also she was a Final Fantasy Spirits Within, the Final Fantasy movie.
Huh.
She played the doctor, like the lead.
Right.
It's awesome. But, yeah. I also think it's cool that they finally got the Sand People in there as something positive, They actually, like, didn't they portrayed them as it's like they portrayed them as like natives, of Tatooine.
He had his old armor in that one again. So these
Yeah.
might actually be like fleshed out, straight up storyboards. It's very
Yeah, he
pretty.
does have his older armor there. It's the older colored armor instead of the chrome armor that he's got now.
This is really interesting.
Very. Of course, that rifle. That rifle always.
He didn't have a cape in any of these shots either.
No. Edna Mode would be very happy with these concepts. Like, no capes. So yeah, apparently that like.
I didn't expect this show to be there's a better word for it. There's a better explanation for it, but you gotta keep in mind it's 1 a.m, so give me this. You know how Supernatural has Monster of the Week?
Yeah.
For the first few seasons where it was still good, and then they started doing that other bullshit that made it boring.
Yeah.
I didn't expect this show to kind of work like that, where it's like a new, like there is like that story behind, but there's like new things that he's dealing with every episode.
Yeah.
And I love shows like that. I really do.
You like
I
that
didn't
episodic
expect
nature
that.
of
I
this?
expected this to be another kind of like a basically like a movie broken up in episodes. But no, it was actually more of that format I really, really enjoy. But
Yeah.
It's very episodic, and it's good.
Very good. I mean, this right here, I mean, it's again, this is why people really like this
the
series.
moment Supernatural went from Monster of the Week to let's focus on this crazy story with angels and demons, I just completely stopped watching. It just ruined it for me. It was so fucking cool at first.
That's where a lot of people was with it. I mean, keep in mind, the first, like, I'd say 5 to 7 seasons of Supernatural, a lot of people say is like the golden age.
I like the first. I think I dropped off right after 5.
Okay. And everything since then has been strictly because of the fandom.
It should have ended a long time ago, and they kept saying this will be the last one, this will be the last one, this will be the last one.
15 seasons later, that's right, 15 fucking seasons of that show.
It's supposed to end at 10, it's supposed to end at 12, it's
supposed to end at 13, and now here we are on 15, and they're
Are we
just...
really at 15 now?
Yes. Yes.
What's even going on anymore?
I don't know.
What's even going on?
I know there was one
anymore?
episode that I tuned back in for. It was when their dad came back for one episode.
I'm gonna have to, like, go read into this, because I don't give a shit enough to catch up on that many episodes.
Well, just if anything, watch the episode where their dad comes back, because that's actually a really heartfelt episode, because all of a sudden, like, they're in the dark, and they're just like, it's like, who turned out the lights? And then all of a sudden, someone whips their ass, like, and they're down on the ground, light comes back on, and there's their pops. It's like, Dad? Boys? Holy shit.
I remember seeing one already.
Was
that new or season 6 or 7?
Oh, no, this was, like, last season.
Okay, so I didn't see it.
It was the only episode I really, like, went out of my way to watch.
To be fair, that scenario probably happened more than once.
Because I wanted to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan again in the series, because I thought he was a great character for the show. It's just, what happened with him.
That show could have been better.
Could have been so much more. But again, when you start running out of ideas and things just don't, things stop working. I mean, for instance, a show that ran itself into the ground way too quickly because of all the characters it added in and everything. Fairly Odd Parents. I don't know if y'all ever saw it.
Not from a serious critic standpoint, no, but I was a child when I watched every episode.
Okay.
I was there when Poof was added. I did not get the
remember-
dog or the other
Sparky is where a lot of people were.
There was a dog for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember Poof.
Yeah, I remember Poof. I remember Poof.
Poof was harmless
And
at first.
I don't remember anything after, like, maybe the first few episodes after Poof, maybe.
After that's where a lot of people started trailing off. Where the show officially jumped the shark and literally everyone in the fandom was just like, nope, I'm out, was when they introduced Sparky the dog. Sparky the magical dog who spoke in an annoying voice was needlessly just like, hey, let me tell you something about what we can do real quick. Let me show you something.
I literally have never fucking even seen a picture of this dog. Like, I almost don't believe
If you show them a picture, it's probably exactly the annoying shape of dog that you expect.
I mean, yeah, I have an image for what this dog looks like.
It's not unlike the dog from Powerpuff Girls, but
that
worse.
Wasn't it, actually. Mine had more triangular features. But
yeah, he's not good.
That doesn't look great.
He was in the show for just a little bit, and the fandom hated him so much they pretty much erased him from the show and never mentioned him again. That's how bad it was.
Like, you said that, and I was kind of like, okay, no, I would like to clarify that I don't feel like I was ever a part of this fandom. Now, I was a child that watched this show religiously. I did not know there was a fandom surrounding it.
Big fandom. Really big fandom.
I haven't watched anything with that new kid that's supposed to share the Fairly Odd Parents. That sounds like a cool concept. I don't know.
But no, the concept is actually like completely destroyed.
It sounds like a cool concept. I haven't seen any of it in action.
Well, according to what a lot of people have said, no. Like me, when I stopped watching it was when they did the Jimmy and Timmy Power, when they did the crossover episodes with Jimmy Neutron. I watched all 3 episodes of that, and then that was it.
Oh yeah, you definitely watched that. That was a big special when we were growing up.
Yeah, those were awesome. I loved those.
I'm only a year or two behind Ken.
Because I just remembered the like Crocker just being like, I will prove once and for all that Timmy Turner is in fact have very good parents. I love Crocker and his overreactions.
Oh
that wasn't bad.
It was like a few days ago, maybe like a couple of weeks ago, but I saw something on Facebook that was like, today was the day like his happiness went away.
And then of course there's the Dinkelberg. It's like I wouldn't know if I had one. Dinkelberg. The whole Dinkelberg meme.
Every time I think of Dinkelberg, I think of that episode with the garden where just more than once his mom is like, everything I touch, die.
Yeah, it's true. Like, look over the Dinkelberg's garden, and it's like absolutely perfect.
Like, yeah.
She like tries to pour water on a flower. The flower goes.
It was really bad. I remember that episode very vividly.
I remember it too.
Quinn, right now. And here's where I'd keep my copy of Animal Crossing. If I had one!
If I had one, Dinkelberg.
My copy of Doom Eternal, more like. I'm so pissed.
Oh, yeah.
This is the same night. If you watched like 2 episodes ago, I started complaining about GameStop releasing Doom Eternal early.
Yeah.
Same night. You couldn't tell by clothes.
They're still salty.
Very salty. Yeah.
There are people that actually think that all these are recorded on different days. I'm like, do you not look at our clothes at all?
No, apparently
do you
not.
realize, like, nothing has
apparently
changed?
not, Quinn. Apparently they don't look at your clothes. Well, speaking of looking at clothing, if you haven't noticed that we've been wearing the same things over the last 3 weeks of you watching the show with us, sorry, but that's just where we're at right now. Yeah, that's how we be up in this piece. You know what I'm saying?
The next recording session, in between every episode, we should like all just cycle shirts. Like I give mine to Quinn. Quinn gives theirs to Nick.
I can only imagine how it will look. Like me trying to wear Nick's shirt. It'll be like so tight on me. I'll just be like, so yeah, we're doing a reaction today. and I think hold on a second.
NATO's me a new shirt.
Yeah, exactly. And then I can't wait until one of y'all's got my shirt on and it's like a friggin' tent, like Christmas or a circus tent over top of you.
It's actually that bad.
It's a triple XL, double triple XL.
The one
what
I'm
mine
wearing
is
a 2X and it's way too big on me because I wear an XL now.
Oh yeah.
But you can wear either. I don't know. You probably wear like
a XL,
medium, large, maybe.
Yeah. So mine will be like a circus tent on y'all because I'm a big boy.
Large to XL and can wear 2XL.
Quinn's walking around waddling like the child in the Mandalorian.
Yeah, tripping over the bottom of my shirt.
I'm not that short. I'm not that short.
No, we're not.
That fat.
Fair enough. Oh God.
4. I grew an inch.
Hey, good on you.
I was 5'3", and then I went and they measured me, and they were like, "You're 5'4", and I'm
You're
like,
taller.
"Really? That means I can have more calories." Only like 60 more, but that's like a fruit cup.
That's
or
something. It's something.
That's some sort of snack.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna end this one here, ladies and gentlemen. This was The Mandalorian, the Gunslinger, episode 5. Hopefully, you all enjoyed it, and I hope that you all will stay tuned for the next episode. So, I guess until then, signing off. I'm Nate.
I'm Kenzie.
I'm Quinn.
I'm Nick.
And we will see you all in the next one, everybody. Peace out.
We have spoken.